Italy is trying to get a new president, and of course, we keep promoting Tuscia. Julia, how are you?
I'm fine.
Oh, you have a good friend with you today. I didn't know that.
Yes, she's
That's
my
very
cat.
nice.
She's so cute. She's one of my cats, actually. I have many.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Okay, we are very lucky tonight. We have a good friend of ours, Francesco. Francesco, how are you?
I'm fine, Julia. Thank you.
That's very nice of you
Hi.
to be so nice. But from Los Angeles, from my second home, we have two special guests. One is Maddie. Madeline, how are you?
Great. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Julio. Hi, Francesco. Hi, Julie.
Hi,
Hi,
Madeline.
Nice to see
hi,
you.
Madeline.
And Maddie was just in Tuscia with another friend. I actually never met her physically. Hi, Jenny, how are you?
Hi, I'm great. How are you? Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, that is our pleasure. But you,
Thank you
you
for
guys
coming.
were just in Tuscia, so I would really love to hear your impression, the reason why you came, and so forth. So, Maddie, please set the stage. Take it away.
Okay, so I'll set the stage. We came to Tuscia basically at your recommendation, Julio, but there was a bigger purpose for the entire trip was because my 83, almost 84-year-old father has cancer and had never been to Italy. He's worked in many countries overseas, but Italy was his dream. And so we wanted him to experience the authentic Italy because we love Italy. And we took your recommendations and we had a fantastic time. We stayed in a little place in Viterbo. We saw many areas of Tuscia. And unfortunately, our pictures is not as beautiful as the ones that you showed in the beginning. But yeah, so we took him to two or three different cities. He's sort of like a prophet because he said, I said, don't you want to wait until it's warmer, Pops? And he said, no, because there's going to be another wave and we have to go while we can. And so we
Very
did, even
smart, Dad.
though it was
Very smart.
cold a little bit. We still had a fantastic time and we have some beautiful memories and we are happy to share that with you today.
Actually, I want to show to my friend Francesco and Julia one picture that you guys took. It's kind of it took me a little moment to figure what was it because, as always, different eye catch different things, right? So let me show everybody this picture. Let's see if Julia and Francesco can recognize which part of the table is this one. So, do you guys recognize this part?
Oh, yes. It is. It's in front of Pope Palace.
That
Is
is
it?
correct. That is
Oh, yeah.
correct.
The papal residence.
So guys,
Yeah.
what caught your attention here?
Well, I think just the historical significance, you know, and then the courtyard and just imagining how old the building is and how much history must have happened during this time in residence here.
I believe this could have been the bishop residence throughout the century. I'm not particularly sure, to be honest, but it was very captivating for me to notice that no Viterbo person would take a picture of this corner, but you did. That was so cool. I was very impressed. Let's
Yes,
see.
that's true.
I want to show another picture that was similarly interesting. Let's see if my friend recognize this one. This is very, if Julia and Francesco can recognize this one, those people are fantastic because it's really unique. Let's see. So this is a nice corner, but well, let's see. Let's see what they do. Okay, what about this one, guys?
Hmm. Oh, it's hard to say.
That is hard.
Mm,
Francesco, you have any idea? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. So, Maddie, tell us.
It's very hard, Julio. Easy, please.
Maddie, do you recognize this picture?
Yeah, this was when we were going up into the village. I can't remember the exact name, but just before you get into the the tiny, like really, it's like the authentic 16th century, 15th century little village.
This is behind the Palazzo Papale. I never remember that street, the name, but it's behind Palazzo Papale. It's very, very nice.
Hmm.
Jenny, do you recognize these places? Do they look familiar to you?
Nah, I wasn't there that day.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
you have to come back. You have to come
No, I know. I have to come back many places.
back. Okay. Now let's get Jenny in the conversation, because there is something that goes back to Dante. Dante, you know, the big poet, and Michelangelo and so forth. And you guys were lucky enough to be able to go to this fantastic place. I personally think when we were young, we used to go there only by night. I don't really know why, but nowadays, you know, everybody that comes in the area goes there. So Jenny, where are you here?
At the hot springs. Yeah, that was interesting. I'm not sure we were particularly aware of the etiquette that was there.
Why do you say
we were
so?
both kind of like, where do we undress? Where do we leave our stuff? Where do we go in? Is there different heats to the pools? And we just, yeah, it was a little uncomfortable, but it was really nice once we got into it, and we were like, okay, so this is relaxing. I can see why people do this.
So
But it
somebody,
was, yeah.
yes,
it was
somebody is
interesting.
telling us that the name is Bagnaccio. I don't really
Yes.
know why we call it Bagnaccio. It literally means bad bathroom. I
Bad
don't know
smell.
why.
Yeah.
Maybe the smell. Maybe the smell. So you guys tell us, what was your impression of Tuscia?
Oh, overall, we had a fantastic time. It's lovely, and we did. So Ginny wasn't there for the first day, where we kind of drove around. We took a little tour of the city, and then we went to Sacrobosco, and we
That is
toured
correct, Sacrobosco.
the monuments, and those are. I'm pretty sure you'll never see these anywhere else in the world. It's
For sure.
very unique. Very beautiful, fascinating that could come out of someone's mind. So we took my father and his walker, and my best friend here from Los Angeles, and so that was the first day. The second day, Ginny and I went to the hot springs. No one else was brave enough to go. They wouldn't do it.
We
Ginny and I
were going on the crazy train.
Yes, we don't care. We're going on the crazy train. We really wanted to experience, you know, like I said, the authentic Italy. And so afterwards, after the hot springs, I mean, I'm sure we stuck out as tourists, but we didn't really care. So we just give someone something to talk about when they go home that night. You know, these crazy American or crazy Dutch people came, and anyway, then we went shopping, and we had quite an experience. My suitcase had broken. We just had so much fun. We just went into several stores and we talked to people. And actually, that's
we tried to talk to people.
Yeah, we tried to talk to people with our phone,
It's a
with
key
Google,
word.
with our limited little tiny bit of Italian.
Google Translate.
Google Translate was a big help. And people were so kind. People were just very, very kind. And then we went to a restaurant called I can't say it in Italian, but I think it's Three Kings.
Tre Re.
Oh my gosh. I could still be there eating. I never wanted to leave. It was so good. And again, the people were very warm and welcoming, and very kind to my father, you know, who looks like Mr. Magoo, you know, on the walker kind of. So they were very, very sweet with him. And that's one of my biggest impressions, is just how kind the people were. I mean, the scenery was fantastic. And, you know, we learned a lot of things and we had a great experience. But really, the people were just really kind and respected my father and were very patient with him.
Jenny, was that your impression too?
Yes, I feel like they were very patient with us, trying to figure out how to say certain things, especially in the stores, where we were very focused on this is what we need. How do we tell them? That was, and I remember we were at the checkout and things weren't working out, and there was a definite language barrier. And they were just so patient in trying to help us figure out what it is that either of us wanted. So just so patient and friendly, and yeah, it was awesome.
We were trying to buy playing cards because we wanted to go and play cards at the hotel.
We
And
saw
that
the
was a
entire
unique
store,
thing
and then
to
the playing
try
cards were at the checkout.
to describe, and we looked all over the store. And anyway, one cashier asked another cashier, and the next thing you know, everybody in both lines were all talking about it and all helping us, and everybody was laughing. So it was, that's why I said it was the simple things maybe that you make your experience.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that sounds like a nice experience. So would you guys recommend other people to come to Tuscia?
Of
Definitely.
course. Yes, and we'd like to see the festivals in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you. Tuscia and Fiore is going to be this spring, and 6 little villages are going to be connected, maybe even 7. And we are going to definitely put a bunch of flowers all over and many other activity. But I want to show you guys something, because Francesco and his group are, I don't know how to say, Francesco, you tell us, are sort of providing security for one of these nicest spot in Viterbo. Well, it's not really Viterbo, it's close by, and it's called Villa Lanti. It's a very, very famous area. I think Giulia is going to tell us something about it. This is one of the most beautiful giardini all'italiana, and it's only like 3 miles from Viterbo, right, Francesco? You work there, right?
Yes, it's very beautiful. The Italian garden. This is the building. Too much story. It's very beautiful. I recommend to visit the Villa Lante. Many people come every year to visit Villa Lante. It's beautiful, really. The Tuscia is the beautiful land.
I'm going to show you guys just a different angle. You see, it's really like a marvelous place. Really, really. And on top of that, he has not even hidden, like it's everywhere. I don't know if I can say sculpture. At that time, they decided everything had to be rich and glamorous and something. It sounds like, North Hollywood kind of thing. Look, this is like a fountain. It's as gorgeous as it looks. It's fantastic.
Yes, it's beautiful. This is the fountain of Pegasus.
That's correct.
Nice. It's amazing.
Actually, there is a sad story that goes with this stuff, because the cardinal that was in that area at that time, his name is Gambara.
Gambara, yeah.
He was actually an inquisitor. He was meant to kill people, and in order to distract the population, he decided to create this beautiful water games or entertaining to literally distract, but he was kind of a bad guy. But anyway, that's the history of the church. So Giulia, you had the opposite experience. You went to America, and I think you were as welcome, right? You felt the same, similarly, right?
Oh, yes, of course. And just today, I received a message from a very nice guy I met in Ogallala, and he is an attorney. Is he right?
Sorry.
Yeah. And he's really an incredible guy, and he told me about his experience when I went to Japan, and he walked just barefoot to touch the soil, the earth, and to have this deep connection with the country. And just today he told me he wants to come to visit Tuscia with his wife, and maybe they will come just for Tuscia in Fiore festival. So yes, I met a lot of people, and really it was such a beautiful experience, because what I was what I was looking for, it was just to have connection with people. And so I'm very happy when Americans come here and have this kind of experience that I had in the United States. And I really love to return everything I received in the United States. Since I started coming to your country, Jenny and Maddie, and I'm really in love with your country. So anytime I come to visit your country, I meet lots of beautiful people, and then I invite them to come to stay here with me. And they come 1, 2, 3 times, and because now we have a deep, deep bond, and we like also to swap our houses and to have these kind of experiences. And I would like to ask you how many days you stayed here, and if it was the first time for you, and if you will return in the near future.
It was the first time. We stayed 3 days, and you just gave Ginny a huge compliment, because she was a foreign exchange student from Holland, and she came and
really?
lived here in America for 1 year, and she's the only student that I had that passed the TOEFL with 100%.
Whoa!
Wow.
So her accent and everything is very LA. She's very
Jenny, you are
I'm very
American.
Cali.
Yeah.
You're Cali.
She's a Cali girl. And yes, we talked about, we'd like to come back in the spring, because we'd like to be outside more. And Jenny and I both like to be outdoors doing, and, it's just more comfortable to walk and explore. And only 3 days. By the time we did, like I said, the Secro Bosco one day, we did the
Hot springs.
The hot springs. Thank you. I was trying to say the proper name, but I couldn't think of it. And
Bagnaccio.
thank you. And then we did the driving tour one day, so we could take my dad to see, basically just the different buildings in the city and things like that. So 3 days was not very long, but overall in Italy, we only had 15 days, and we had to schedule it in between chemo. And what did you say, Jenny?
I had 1 day. I was there for 1 day. Yeah, so it was fleeting, but it was
What do you think, Francesco? Should Jenny come back or what?
Yes, only one.
Come on.
I tried to squeeze in as much as I could. Yeah.
And by the way, you guys didn't go to Civita, the dying city. You guys didn't go to Caprarola, the magnificent Palazzo Farnese. You guys didn't see much.
Not at all.
You didn't even see the background of the screen, right? Piazza San Pellegrino.
No. We did, because we drove by, but and then I sent a picture because we saw a drawing. We purchased a drawing, and then we took a picture as well. But our pictures, not professional grade quality. And then we met friends from Perugia. Is that how you say it? Perugia and Munich and Rome. And so we all met kind of in the country, and we enjoyed these fantastic meals. And then just really, it was the backdrop for a fantastic kind of a family reunion.
It really was.
With our European family. And so it was a wonderful, welcoming place to be. And it made us curious about, we'd like to see more. And we know what we missed and what we need to see next time.
As a matter of fact, this part of your story is fascinating for me, that people from all over the world literally came to Tuscia to meet up. That sounds really exciting.
It was kind of, I flew from Amsterdam to Rome, and then I had to drive for like an hour and a half, but there was no street lighting whatsoever. And it's very up and down and curvy roads. And I was scared for my life. And I mean, it was,
she's brave.
It was in the middle of the night. I think I arrived at like 1:30 in the morning.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
was
she had to wake them
terrifying.
up to open the gate.
Yes. He was not happy.
She was very brave.
And I remember I was calling Maddie, and I was calling her. I was like, please answer the phone, but she just wouldn't answer the phone. She was so dead asleep. Yes.
Well.
Yeah,
Next
so
time
she
during
came.
the day.
Yeah, she came in the middle of the night, and then, like I
Yeah.
said, the next day we went to the hot springs, and then we had a fantastic meal, and then we had this reunion on Sunday, and then we had to go, and then we went to we went on to Rome, and
So can I propose you guys to come back in Tuscia Fiore, so in April 2022, and you will discover very, very hidden jewels, like places where people usually don't go, because we decided to do this thing, for example, in a place called Onano, that is where a pope come from, Pio XII, Pio XII, or another place called Bassano Romano, where there is a Michelangelo crucifixion that is fantastic. So there are so many little things to see, to discover. And wherever you guys go in Tuscia, you're going to eat like king and queens. I promise.
I think Maddie's dogs are going a little crazy, so she muted herself.
Maddie,
If
your
you
phone.
mute yourself, Maddie, we cannot actually hear you.
Yeah, you have a mute. Now
I'm trying to mute my phone. I don't know if you hear the fire trucks and ambulances, and I have my coworkers. My coworkers are protesting. Is it my colleagues? Yeah, they're very noisy colleagues. Julia has one, I think that's a bit sweeter. Yeah.
Yes, my colleague is sleeping.
Well, Maddie and Jenny, we don't want to keep you guys too much. I know you, Jenny, you, Maddie, you have to go back to work. So thank you for giving us 20 minutes, and thank you for giving us a little piece of your experience. We certainly look forward to having you. Tuscia is open.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you guys. So
Absolutely.
wonderful to meet you, Julia and Francesco.
Yes, please come, because I want to meet you in person here, and I will be so happy to show you around, to introduce you to our friends, and to have fun all together.
Lovely. Thank
Sounds
you. We'll take you up
exciting.
on that.
You.
Thank
Jenny,
you so
same
much.
thing with
You
your
for
closer.
spend
Please
the
come
time.
back.
Thank you. See you.
Bye.
Ciao.
Jenny,
Have a good
please come
night.
back. Okay, guys. Well, as always, it's fun to have people from all over the world. I was actually impressed with Jenny. People from that part of the world speak the languages like it's nothing. They are oh, she's still here. Oh, I don't know why. Maddie is calling me. Hi, Maddie. No, I'm not going to answer because she's calling me on another line. So, Francesco, now that I have you, can you please tell us a little more about Villa Lante? What do you guys do there, and how does it go? Are tourists here or what?
Yes, the tourist Julius shows our.
Oh, something happened.
Yes.
Tonight the line is very tricky. So, Julia, we hear from people, they're very excited about Tuscia. It's fantastic.
Yes, they are. You know, they are so nice. I wanted to listen to them all night long, really. And they are so really nice.
The level of excitement when they talk about the time they have here is fantastic, right?
Yeah. But, you know, I love, because Americans are like this, you know, and I love Americans for this, because they know how to show their enthusiasm, you know? Yes.
So let's keep it short tonight, because the line is not very strong. So he always give us a problem. Francesco, promise you have to come back, because I want to hear your story about Malta and how much they appreciate Tuscia in Malta, the little island in the center of Mediterranean Sea.
Okay, I told before with Julia, the little part of Malta. Very, very special.
Oh, we definitely want to hear the story, but tonight the line is not very stable, so let's give it up. As always, I always give my guests a chance to say something before we go, something that you didn't have a chance to say. So, Julia, you start. Anything you want to add?
I am never prepared for this. I have to do something now. Yeah.
Oh, don't worry.
So,
Francesco, you want to tell us something before we go?
Yes.
So,
Listen.
yes,
No.
I can hear. Oh no, you see,
yeah,
the line is really good tonight.
yeah.
Well, Giulia,
Yes, I just want to say that I really hope that this COVID situation, which is a kind,
Very bad corner.
will, okay, the situation will be better very soon, because really my friends from the United States, they're asking me about the situation. They know that now it is not so good, but I want to come. So I'm really, I am sure that in a couple of months the situation will be really good.
March is going to be different.
Yes,
yes,
for sure. Yeah, you have to be optimistic.
Francesco, correct. Cross your finger.
Yeah.
Touch iron.
Cross your finger, touch iron. That's right.
But change many times.
Maybe.
Yes, I think super positive, but change many times the situation about with the COVID, because you look in the day one situation, then I change again. I hope really for March, April is very good the situation.
Oh yeah,
not normal, but good, because many projects, Mr. Giulia.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Stop, lost the time. Okay,
absolutely.
Now let's go.
Let's go. Okay, guys, thank you very much for your time, as always.
Thank you, Giulia.
I look forward to seeing you, Giulia, next week, as well as Francesco. We will have you back. Thank you very much, and bye-bye to everybody. See you next Wednesday, same time.
Bye-bye.
See you, thank you, bye-bye. Ciao.
Regista, com'è andata oggi?
Bene, benissimo, come sempre. Ci vediamo alla prossima, Giulio.
Dalla Tuscia